how important it is for you to keep your traditions, your family traditions, your cultural traditions when you have a foreign wife or when she is Ukrainian, moving in with you into American society, French, Spanish, or British, and keeping some of those traditions, or all of them, and living happily together. What did women say about this on our latest speaking club was the following, that respecting traditions is a good rule of happy relationships. When you love each other, when you discuss important, meaningful things in your life, you care about this. You want to know what type of traditions does he have, what type of traditions are there in his culture that are important and matter. The same about the guy. So they make it the matter of their discussion in their communications before they really fall in love. One of the speaking club participants says that when we fall in love, we don't control ourselves. So it is smart to talk about such meaningful and important things like traditions before we really fall in love, before we lose our minds, and then it's painful to accept something that we are not ready for. Because traditions can be different. Traditions can be really strong, like, for example, in Muslim culture, there is baptism, and if you're Muslim, if your husband is Muslim, then the woman, that's why women are actually very reluctant to marry Muslim guys, because the child is supposed to be Muslim when you have a child together with a Muslim man. This is a tradition, and in our culture, religion plays an important role because if we are Christian Orthodox, then we make children Christian Orthodox, and we think it doesn't matter. But then when we create families, these things do become matter, and mothers, grandmothers, other important members of our family are stepping in and are saying, hey, by the way, what about faith? And especially in Jewish families, also it was traditionally not accepting a wife who is not Jewish. Now it's changing a lot, but our speaking club members were saying, like, yeah, before several dozens years ago, a good Jewish mother would not let you marry somebody who is out of your faith. So traditions do play an important role. They don't care when you are just dating, when you're having fun. But when you are taking it seriously and when you're ready to move it to the new level, this is a matter of trust. And this is a matter of getting deeper into your possible future together. Because when you do see this person in your life, you want to know meaningful things. And you want to understand what is there that you should be prepared to accept. And at the same time, you are bringing your traditions, if they matter to you, if you have some religious connection, if you have certain traditions in your family that are to be followed, then you talk about them. Because when you are creating family, traditions is one of the things that keeps people together. When you are creating family, we have to have traditions because they unite people. Look at this. We have traditions of celebrating birthday, like the first egoistic holiday, right? Your own birthday. It's a tradition. And it's a tradition of, narcissistic tradition, let's put it this way. But we have to have it because it shows that you matter in this world, and people care about you. So it is a tradition of giving you the nurturing feeling that you are okay, that you're doing well, and people are uniting around you to say this at least one day a year. Other traditions like celebrating a wedding, making a funeral, and baptism of a baby. All these traditions are big cultural connectors for people that are setting up the rules. This is the way you do it. This is the way we need to organize it. This is the way it is right to do. And all these things kind of give this structure to the new family as a matter, as a significant of belonging to a social group of married people that are following certain rules, because this is what society has accepted as a norm. So if you are one of those that does not accept this as a norm, or do not pay attention to this, you talk about this. If your wife, if your girlfriend, or if a lady that you think is valuable for you and you want to see her as a possible wife, you need to know what it is in her life. So like, it can be funny things like not crossing under the ladder, or not giving something over the threshold, or like when you forget something, then going back home and looking into the mirror, so keeping your good luck. These can be funny things like this, and these are cute things. Or something like celebrating New Year in yellow underwear with a handful of rice in one hand and a handful of coins in another hand, then feeding the birds, then keeping the coins. These are funny traditions that are probably coming from somebody's fantasy, right? And following them connects again to the society and makes it fun. You have something to remember, something to share to people, but there can be your own traditions that you create. And nowadays we are all global, and when we were discussing traditions, it appeared that we have so many similar things. People present in my speaking club were representing different cultures: Chinese, Jewish, Malaysian, Spanish, Greek, American, well, American, of course, European, Ukrainian. And when we started discussing certain things, they do make sense, and actually people laughed because it's so similar. Like, Greeks are fighting eggs, and in Ukraine we are fighting with eggs on Easter. Or like Spanish people do not talk much about future, not to scare off the luck, and so we do in Ukraine. Because people mentioned, like, personal life, future plans and money is traditionally kept private until you realize something and you can show something as a result. And don't be surprised when you are a new boyfriend and you have meaningful relationship, but she keeps it private and is not telling her whole friends and community, because it's a tradition of keeping private things private until they are becoming obviously, non-private, because there's the boyfriend, there he is, and he is important, yes, but it needs time for that. So all this is, I will emphasize again, all this is a matter of your personal discussion. On your dates, on your video dates, on your personal meetings, watch those things, pay attention. And another thing that people mentioned, like, why do you Ukrainians have to sit down before you make a long trip? Because it's a good luck, right? So first of all, you pay attention to these things, and then ask, and then check, and then discuss, and then share, and then give something back and say, oh yeah, we also have this tradition in our culture. But the direction for you to keep your dialogue with your girlfriend is the following. There are meaningful events in life, like birth, marriage, funeral, holidays, family holidays. So, and there are certain traditions connected to them, and some of them are just fun, and some of them are really important. So those that are really important aren't so easy to accept. For you, maybe, for example, if you aren't so religious, agnostic, or even as atheist, or if you are belonging to different religions, they can be turning like a tumblestone for your moving forward in your connecting together, because no matter how you like each other, you know, her grandmother will curse her if she marries a guy of your religion. So what's the point, right? So yes, as one of the members said, talk about this before you fall in love, so you know all your risks. And at the same time, create your own tradition. Now Hollywood is uniting us, and it's giving like a tooth fairy. So like everybody has tooth fairy, everybody's celebrating Valentine's Day. A groom has to carry his bride over the threshold and bring her home. So all these nice and fun things are in our life because of Hollywood. But say, for example, create your specific, your private tradition with children or involved, or with only you involved, and make it up. And this gives you another connecting factor just between two of you. Like having specific outfit in a specific day that has a specific meaning in your person-to-person relationship. I mean, it can be a funny outfit, like, I don't know, red underwear or green underwear or something like feathers. I don't know. It doesn't matter, right? Now I am bringing up my fantasy, but it's your fantasy because it is your love story. And putting this into your communication is definitely going to make your connection to a lady deeper and stronger, will show and build more trust, and will put your relationship on a new level. So, if you find this video useful, click on like and subscribe, of course. And there is a link to my Telegram channel for men where you can learn more about my speaking clubs, about my community, about things that we discuss and different subjects. So join my Telegram channel, and this is like a platform for communication between me and my male clients. Oh, and of course, you can always contact me and order either a personal consultation or a coaching session. And welcome to the Matchmaking Boutique Possible, because here in this office, we make miracles happen. We connect family-oriented men from all over the world with Ukrainian women. And we make sure that these people are sincere and have good intentions, coming with good heart. It's not a big community. I'm attracting people that are my people, that are resonating to family values, that care about each other, that really want love in their life. And these people might not be very numerous. So if you feel you're one of them, then welcome to talk to me, and let's see how we can make this happen, which is helping you create really cool relationships that you absolutely deserve to have.